What is going on, Lego investors? So today we're going to go over a set that I am not a big fan of. I really do not like these sets. I know a lot of people love these sets when they first come out, but then they realize later on that they're bad investments. Or I should say after the fact, in retirement, after they've invested in a bunch of these, they realize that they're bad investment. There might be a slight possibility that this set could have some potential to make us a few bucks. I'm torn on it because I just don't like investing in these sets because they sit on the shelf forever. They tend to not sell, and you get a lot of zombie stock after the fact, after they retire. And in today's environment, with how much inventory there is, they're just not good investments. So I figured I'd make a video on this because I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Do you think the price point of this set could really offset a lot of things, maybe the inventory? Or do you think this is going to follow like every set where it's just going to sit on the shelf and then it's going to probably go for half off and then it's still going to sit? But I just don't want new investors coming into the market and thinking like, yeah, this set's going to make me some money. This one's going to be different than everyone. So I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Comment down below. Will definitely help the channel, help the community. But let's dive into it. Today we're talking about the V19 Torrent Starfighter. So I do not like Starfighters at all. Do I like them personally? Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. They're reasonably priced, or I shouldn't say reasonably priced. They're lower priced. They're a great gift for, kids because they range anywhere from, let's say, $20 to $40. But this one's a little different. Just like every Lego set, price keeps going up. But since this one's a little more expensive at $64.99, could this help this set? There's a big difference between a $60 set and a $30 set. A $30 set is just mass produced because those are sets that parents gravitate towards because they're so cheap. But hey, they see a Star Wars set, it looks better than a lot of the other sets, not a poly bag, so they might buy them. But just the inventory is just massive compared to, say, a $120 set, a $100 set. The previous Starfighters back in the day used to do very, very well, but now they're just bad investment. So with this Starfighter, we get 3 minifigures. So let's see what we get exactly. So I'm totally butchering this name. So we got Azaj Ventress. Shame on me for not knowing that. He's the one with 2 red lightsabers. And then General Kenobi. I wish there was a slight, I wish we got different character than Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I'd much rather have a different Jedi. And then we got a clone pilot. So yeah, overall, these 2 minifigures, that's what we're looking for. I said he before. Could that be a she? I'm not really sure. I can't tell by that face. But I will say, Obi-Wan Kenobi's looking fresh. Look at that fit. I'm probably going to say anywhere from like $5 to $10 this one. Again, probably 5 to 10. Could this one hit 15? Or maybe $10. I don't know. I need to hear your thoughts and opinions on how you think the minifigures are going to do. I'm probably going to say people are going to buy this more for the minifigure. They probably want Asajj, or however you say the name. So this is a part of the Clone Wars sub-theme. So let's take a look at some of the sets that we've got in here. Just kind of see how they've done. So we got the 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper, retail for $20, value of $20. The Republic Fighter Tank. Again, a lot of people thought this was going to do amazing. I've got a ton of these. These suck. I'm saying it right now. Hopefully they go up more and more with time, but generally this one was a bust. Retail for $40, value of $45. If you scored it for the $25 on Black Friday, then that's pretty sweet, but still, a lot of people thought this was going to do very, very well because it was a Target exclusive. I myself included. But I am selling them more and more, so that the traction's starting to pick up. We got the Mandalorian Starfighter, retail for $60, value of $65. Duel on Mandalore, retail for $20, value of $26. The AAT, retail for $40, value of $49.99. The 501st Clone Trooper, retail for $30, value of $39.99. So the most recent ones is kind of concerning. The sub-theme does not have a history of doing well. Look at Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. Again, this is why I say Starfighters kind of suck nowadays. Or they don't kind of suck, they do suck. Retail for $34.99, value of $31.68. This is the environment we're in. And we're going to look at some other Starfighters. And you're going to be like, whoa, they do amazing. It's the date. Anything before, 2018 did really, really well because Lego did not mass produce like they did today. That's the problem with Lego investing. You're getting like 10 times the amount of inventory. So if these were not mass produced like they were, all of these would be really awesome profits right now. There's no doubt in my mind. So seeing that this set is a part of this sub-theme is a little concerning, especially in the lower price set. When you get in the higher ups, like the Coruscant gunship, I think that's going to be a different one. It's a different field, so not a good sign. And then let's take a look at all the Starfighters we've got. So we got General Grievous's Starfighter, retail for $50, value of $177.88. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Starfighter, the UCS version, retail for $100, value of $409.98. We got the ARC 170 Starfighter, retail for $60, value of $400. See, if you see them back in the day, they were so amazingly priced, and they're doing amazing because so much less inventory. Inventory is probably I want to say it's the only factor when Lego investing, because with the price, if it's too highly priced, it's going to go on sale, so you don't really have to worry about that a whole lot. But just phenomenal pricing, and just all these sets have just done amazing. The Imperial V-Wing Starfighter, retail for $20, value of $75. The Y-Wing Starfighter, UCS version, $200, value of $507.33. Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, item number 75214, retail for $20, value of $84.99. We got the X-Wing Starfighter, retail for $80, value of $134.99. Let's see if we can find some most recent Starfighters, kind of like I showed you before with the one. We already looked at the Mandalorian Starfighter. We got Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, the 2017 version, retail for $24.99, value of $38.59. We got the Resistance A-Wing Starfighter, retail for $30, value of $39.99. The Resistance Y-Wing Starfighter, retail for $70, value of $71.46. The A-Wing Starfighter UCS version. This one's different because it's UCS. That's why it did very, very well. Retail for $200, value of $310.17. We got the Resistance X-Wing Starfighter, retail for $20, value of $23.03. And then we got the N1 Starfighter that just will not go away. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. This one won't go away. And we already saw Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. And sadly, Jedi Bob is going to follow the same path. Oh, that's such a shame that they included him in this set. I will say this every video. Lego made a huge mistake. So let's take a look at the previous V19 Torrents. So this is item number 8031. Retail for $4, value of $12.94. Then item number 7674. Retail for $54.99. Value of $350.43. So yeah, not a whole lot of V19s. I mean, in regards to ours, it's a great design set. I think they did an amazing job with it. The minifigures are pretty solid, but will it do different? Or will it do well compared to the others? Does this set have flaws? Yeah. I think just the color scheme, the way that it makes the hole stand out on the bottom. Not really big fan of that, but overall, a decent design, solid minifigures. But the question is, can it make us money in retirement? So, in my opinion, I think there is a potential we could make some money. And when I say some money, 5 to 10, maybe $5 to $15, and that's dependent on a massive sale. So, because of that and the history of all the Starfighters and the sub-theme that it's attached to, this is going to be a pass for me. I don't think it's going to do well. I think everyone's going to gravitate towards that minifigure. That's the win there. But I think it's just going to sit on the shelf, and there's just going to be too much inventory. There'll probably be zombie stock. Unless, and this is why I make these videos, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this set. If you make a good enough argument, I may consider buying one. You know, if you make some valid points, and this is on sale for $30, yeah, I might take a risk. I value all your opinions. So let's hear it. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on this. While you're commenting, I'm going to go over some of these sets on eBay. So we got item number 7674, the V19, brand new, $300, $289, $430, pre-owned $138, $80, $174.85 with the box, brand new, $300. And shout out to anyone that purchased this. I want to hear if you purchased it and if you sold any and made money, because this was a very good investment. $275, $225, $383. Yeah, absolutely solid. Next up, item number 10215, Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, the UCS version, pre-owned $215, $209.26. Let's see, less than $302. Brand new, $347.50, $347.15, $350, $430, $344, $400, $400. And I want to know if anyone has invested in Starfighters and made some money. and they could be UCS versions, even though they're not a good comparison. I generally don't like Starfighters. I mean, sometimes they're cool. There are some that are just really unique, the coloring, but generally they can be pretty lame. It all depends on the character that it's tied to. So next up, item number 8088, the ARC 170 Starfighter, pre-owned 80 bucks, 165 pre-owned, let's see, 225. Do we have any brand new? Brand new 250, 280. So I know these aren't the greatest comparisons, and I'm kind of showing these ones for a reason, because if I show you the $30, Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter, which I think is in here, you're going to see that they generally don't do well. But if you go to a different level in pricing, that is a big difference. There's a reason why these are doing better, and they're Starfighters. So I'm sure I'm going to hear somebody complain about it. But 350, 51 bucks pre-owned, 325. Yeah, really, really awesome. Next up, item number 8093. I love the color on this. Plo Koons, and I'm totally butchering that. Probably. Pre-owned, $39.99. Let's see, $69.99 pre-owned, 60 bucks. Brand new, 200 bucks. Man, this microfighter seems to be doing really awesome. We'll have to make another video on those one day. Alright, let's see. We got any more? Brand new, less than 184. Alright, so yeah, this one's done pretty decent. I like these, the blue colored sets, the different ones. This is a solid set. I probably would have bought this back in the day. Next up, item number 75248, the Resistance A-Wing Starfighter, $43.99, brand new, $35.88. This is kind of just generally what you have to expect with most recent Starfighters. $39.99, 40 bucks, 40 bucks, $43.95, $44.44. Let's see, pre-owned, $27.50. 45 bucks brand new, 50 bucks brand new. Alright, next up, item number 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. This one's kind of similar. It's in the range. Size, 3 minifigures. $69.97, $67.50, 51 bucks, $52, $44, $60, $66.94, $60, $54.97, $87.47, $50.99, $68.99, $55, $70.99, $66.99. I'm curious to know if your thoughts on if this one has some more, if it could run up a little bit more. Maybe there's a possibility it could go up 10 more bucks. It's not a bad set. I mean, it's Mandalorian, so that sucks. Mandalorian sets are just bad for investing. But if you got on a big enough discount, you made some money. Alright, then next up, Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. $22.95, $41.99. Oh, let's see. They're mixing in the newer version. Well, the newer version, 25 bucks. Pre-owned, $30. $23.95 brand new. Yeah, they're mixing in. There are too many mix-ins with this set. $25, $25. And I think this is generally what you kind of have to expect with Starfighters going forward. But the wild card is the price. The more they increase it, it kind of shifts and changes a lot. Do I like the set? The build? Yes. Do I like the minifigures? Yes. The price? It's not a $30 Starfighter, so that's a big change. If I were to buy one, it would be one for the minifigure. If I didn't sell it, I would just open it, take that minifigure, but I think I'm probably going to pass on this one unless you make a good argument. So comment down below. I appreciate everyone that watches this full video, comments, likes. You're really helping this channel out a lot. I appreciate you, but as always, please do your own research. Have some fun, make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.